Okay, early start time. You know what's going to happen now. Well, hello and welcome to yet another adventure. We're out in the wild world of, well, somewhere. There's blue sky and there's clouds. There's just a giant coach here. So that means one thing and one thing only. We're back off on yet another little week away. As to where we're going, well, you'll just have to stay tuned and find out. In the meantime, let's go and have a little bit of a look around, try and find a coffee shop, and they were very, very busy. So we're going to just jump back on the coach and then get to our hotel, and I'll explain more when we get there. So it's been a while later, a lot of travelling and getting set up in what is honestly a very, very nice, very posh place, and I can't lie, I do feel very underdressed. I'm just here in trousers, t-shirt and a fleece, which I've had for years, and it's so posh. We've got canal moorings down here, it's got a spa, sauna, I don't even know what else. It's got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here. It's going to be very, very interesting. And it's going to be very cool. We've got some dinner on the way as well. And it's going to be very, very nice and tasty, hopefully. So I'll be going on film as well as a little bit more exploring. Because this place is massive. This isn't even half of it. Another thing I think is pretty cool while I'm running around here, and I've got to be very careful because this is still an active little area that cars come across, is this got this really nice sort of, really nice fountain here as well, which does look pretty cool. And I bet with like if it has lights and stuff around it, I bet at night it's going to look absolutely fantastic. Well, I've got to say though, this is the hotel. Our room is, well, I don't quite frankly know whether it's quite a fair ways across there. It's somewhere in that building. As to where, couldn't tell you. But anyway, we've got the water side over here, which is like the, I guess, like the restaurant side of things. So let's get going, grab some dinner, and then continue wandering around afterwards. And while we're over here, the water side and cabinet rooms have got event suites, conservatory, canal moorings, and a terrace all over there, and some other stuff in there as well. But now let's go ahead, grab ourselves some dinner. Hi, me from the future here, just got back, forgot to show this in the end of part 1, so now it's being filmed on the Friday and tacked onto part 1, which makes zero sense, but I'm sure you'll understand. But for that thing that I got from the little garden place, I bought myself another CB. Well, good morning and welcome to day number 2. We're headed over to Waterside like we were yesterday. Well, this time we're going off to get ourselves some breakfast. It is a beautifully sunny day. It is very early at the moment. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, but let's go ahead, grab ourselves some food, and then we'll see what we're doing with the rest of the day. And so after quite a drive, well, I say quite a drive, it's roughly about 35 minutes and roughly about 8 songs on my phone's playlist. But we're now over at the edge of what they call the Sabrina. Not to be confused with Sabrina Carpenter. This one is out on the water. It's a boat. We're going on it for a little bit of a cruise, see around all that lot, a few bridges. You might remember we did something like this in York if you've seen that video. If not, there should be a link to it somewhere over here, hopefully, if I remember. But that's, well, we'll have to wait and see what Editing Me does with that one. But we're going on there, having a little bit of a cruise around, and then we're going into Shrewsbury, which is all the way over there. So after that fun little bit of a little ferry river cruise, we're now properly in Shrewsbury. Apparently there's several ways of saying it, another place name I can't quite remember. We've got an interesting looking something, I don't know what it's meant to be, but we've also got ourselves interesting bus over there, so for all the bus fanatics, there's that one. We've also got ourselves a little kind of like area of businesses down there, plenty of shops, so I guess let's just go explore and see what we can find. So, moving a little bit further around now, going just down the car park, as you do, having a little bit of a wander down to have a look at some of the local, I guess like pubs, restaurants and whatever. They've got pretty much everything here. There's so many charity shops. There's one there, there's at least 4 more over in that direction, and there's just so much more. Apparently on that wall, there's even the Shrewsbury Comics Trail as well, or Shrewsbury, or whatever the other name is. There's so many different ways to say this place. I honestly have forgotten which one's the most used one, so thought I'd just cover all of them, just to be sure. So moving literally about 20 feet down from where we just were, we've got a rather interesting building over here. There's a whole lot of stuff on like the history of it. If I remember, I'll put it up onto screen. But it's very, very interesting because every single part of this building has a different angle, a different just everything. It's honestly really, really cool. And I've got to say, it's also quite a big building as well, because if I stand back over here, I can't get that all in one shot. It's physically impossible. So after a lot of walking around, we've definitely got to have another couple hours here at least. We've got to come back here at some point, because I've got to say there's just too much to look at in around 2 hours 45. You just can't do all of it. But we did get a really good little sort of I guess kind of look-see around. We of course did get the boat tour down here, and we've still got a little more to do because we've not even explored half of the resort we're staying at as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. But at the moment we're just waiting for the coach so we can get back on, get back to the resort where we're staying, drop everything off and go and have a wander around. And so, after having a little bit of a wander around, having a look at our pretty cool coach over there and finding a weird path of which I don't quite know where it goes, we're now going off to go and have ourselves a little bit of dinner, a bit like we did yesterday. Everything's all been planned. We know exactly what we're having as well, which is absolutely fantastic. And I've got to say, I'm looking forward to my dinner tonight because it's going to be very, very nice indeed. We're going to make our way over to the little waterside, I guess, like restaurant, bar, don't know what to call it, but it's called Waterside something. But we're making our way over there now. Go and grab ourselves some dinner, and who knows what we might do afterwards. Maybe a little bit of exploring. Maybe I might get to film down by the canal again, or maybe it might just be a bit of late night photography or videography. I don't really know. But let's go ahead, get back into the building and go and get ourselves some dinner, because I think we've earned it. So you might recognise this place from roughly about maybe 3-4 clips ago, but now it's, well, let's just put it this way, it's a lot darker out here now. The time I think is somewhere past 9 o'clock at night. I've got to say though, it is nice to have a little kind of look-see, wander around, take everything in, take in the scenery. The interesting fact they put a light into, oh, that actually looks really good on camera. Oh, I like that. There's a lot of stuff to go ahead and have a look around. Going back down to the canal because there's a couple boats down here now, which are going to be pretty cool indeed. I've also got more lights for the plants over here as well, and more lights over here too, because apparently you can never have enough lights. But let's go ahead, have a look around, and see how my camera handles low light. Because I've not filmed in low light for, well, let's just put it this way, quite a while. So moving further around, we've gone down to the water feature down here. You might recall earlier, I think it was earlier today, we looked at this during the day. I said something about lights and water, and now it's gotten to night, and this is what it looks like. It's also very, very loud, so I don't even know if you can hear me, but I'm going to hope you can. So now moving a little bit further along, we were just over there about 2 clips ago. I heard something coming down, I thought it was about to drive down here. But something that's pretty interesting is they've got this cool little tree down here with lights and stuff going through it. They've got a whole nother building all the way up there, which I think is something like a swimming pool and sauna. So if we have got some spare time tomorrow, probably going to be heading my way up there. In the meantime though, probably going to go head back in for a bit and then go on with day number 3, hopefully part number 2 if I've waffled enough to make this video a decent length. And it's going to be very, very interesting indeed, because we've still got the rest of the week to go, and we've got a few very interesting events to go as well. But for now, let's go ahead and get ourselves back indoors and back in the warm. And so there we go, nearly 12, nearly midnight, which means pretty much that is the end of day number 2 and also part number 1 of this little sort of exploring places. It's that late, my brain has decided to not want to work, and I've completely forgotten where we're going to all these places, but we're going to some cool places tomorrow. I've been to some cool places today, but do tune in next week for, of course, part 2, where we go and look at more interesting places. But for me, that'll be tomorrow. So I'm going to get some sleep, and then I'm going to go get filming, and hopefully it'll be a very, very interesting indeed. But in the meantime, here's a little sneak peek of what to expect.